What do you think Africa looks like? Like this? This is my beach. This is the Longi Beach in Kribi. It's in the southern region of Kribi. We have 3 regions, Kribi, Limbe, and Douala. It's the seashore, like 405-kilometer beaches. So beautiful, like a paradise. Who want to live here? You got it wrong. Cameroon is a developing country. We have 80% of the whole population working, or you're a farmer or you're a fisherman. We are not a developing country, so we don't have a lot of developing work like you have here in Europe. So in Longi, in Kribi, in the fishing area, we have 80% of fishermen. The rest, we have 80% of fishermen, we have 15% of people working in the ecotourism. But we have a big problem of deforestation. Here we are in a mangrove. Normally, this is not what you are supposed to see in the mangrove. We call this, the scientific name is Nipa nipas. This tree came out when they cut all the palétuvier of the mangrove. So this is what we see now in many beaches. One major and big problem. In Cameroon, we have 250,000 fishermen. And all of those fishermen, they need a boat. A boat is like 1 or 2 or 3 trees that we have to cut to use the wood to build a boat. So the fishing activity puts a big pressure under the forest and the mangrove area. In Cameroon, you have like 60% of the forest that is treated with deforestation. This has some negative effect in the fishing activities. I said when I started that, who wants to live in my beautiful beach? You say yes. You say you. This is how it looks like when it's raining in Cameroon. When it's raining in Cameroon, it's also rain plastic bottles. They fire up all the river and crack up the bridges. In the fishery, it's impossible to fishermen to work. My predecessor said about circular economy, which is a complicated scheme and figure. Here, I want to share with you the concrete way we think that we can adapt in our country to support our local people, our local community. Who has seen this before? When I was in university, when I came to university, I was 21 in University of Douala. I was home. I was walking on my way to my house. It started to rain. I found a shelter. 30 minutes after, where I was full of water and only plastic bottle around me, like you saw in the previous picture. And I think if in my quarter here it's like this, Douala is 5 million people, and all the city is river everywhere. It's like that in any space. And no one's care. No one collects them. No one recycles them. In Cameroon, the rate is under 10% of plastics, of waste that is recycled. I said, I have to do something. But I was 21. I didn't know how to start. I was a volunteer in the international NGO called Zoological Society of London, and we were working with in the fisheries with people, and I saw many people were suffering. Since I'm from a fishing community, my dad is a fisherman, and when I was young, I was fishing with my dad, but now it's complicated to fishing because all the fisheries, all the landscape are full of plastics, full of waste. The income are going down. People are suffering from pollution, and the youths are obligated to migrate in the city, and there is no job in the city. Some are forced to go to Europe, to Libya, or all what you can hear in the newspaper. I decided to create a non-profit organization that will help my community, that will help my dad, that will help my people by providing them affordable ecoboats that could be used to promote the fishing activity, because the fishing was going down. People don't have money, people are so poor, they cannot buy a boat, a concrete boat. And youth are migrate to the city because they don't have money to buy a boat, and the fisheries are polluted of plastics. So we started with a big campaign of cleanup. We collect plastic waste, we use them to build boats to provide to fishermen. This picture, I like this picture. This picture was taken in the Kienke village. It's a village in the center of Kribi with more than 400 fishermen without boats. No one's have a boat to go fishing. So they fish by food, by swimming, and have a lot of injuring, people die, you know. So this is the first ecoboat we provide to this village. The ecoboat helped more than, this ecoboat was helping more than 10 people to go fishing. Now, we were building ecoboats, but in the city we still have pollution. In Cameroon, we have more than 600,000 tons of plastics produced each year, and less than 10% are recycled. While building boats, we cannot solve the problem. There is no sustainable system of collection of waste and recycling in Cameroon like in Spain. You have the dustbin. People are not incited to throw their waste in the dustbin. I think about doing something. This is the eco bin. It's a kind of dustbin made of plastic bottles, as you can see, that's allowed to collect like up to 500 plastic bottles. We have built 100 of those eco bins, and we have installing them in the Douala city. The aim is to collect the plastic, to installing a first sustainable system of collection, of sorting and recycling of those plastics into ecoboats. Since we have started, Madiba&Nature normally started in 2016, but officially in 2017. My team is made of 7 people. We are young, we are engineers, we are students, we are architects. We are working with more than 35 volunteers. We have built 37 ecoboats that are used by more than, I share with 100 fishermen. So 10 fishermen share one ecoboat. You can imagine. From now, we have more than 1,500 fishermen that have supplied. They have booked, they need an ecoboat. We also use the ecoboat to promote the ecotourism. So you are invited in my beautiful beach, as you've seen. We are promoting the ecoboat trip where people can book online. We are so active on social networks. For those who have tried to find Madiba&Nature, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, people book around the world to come and test the ecoboat. And this create work for more than 10 fishermen. They are now working, 10 fishermen and 6 women. They are working as tourist guide. It's a concrete job they have now. Also, we also have as to fix the future. I think this is our contribution to fix the future. We said, okay, we have cleanup activity. We have an innovative product that is used in the community. How to impact the future generation? We have started the program of environmental education. We are working in Douala with 17. We have 17 secondary schools. We are working with the University of Douala and the Institute of Fishery and Aquatic Sciences, where we provide environmental education in order to raise environmental awareness. And with the university, we have a mentorship program where we accompany young entrepreneurs into the green business. We help them to shape their business sense, to start something. Now we have 3 of them who have funded their startup. One is making concrete tile out of plastic bottles. Another one is a writer. She's following young with talent to share their story because this is the way I started. And another one has found a company, a startup, to promote the ecotourism using our ecoboat. Now this story will be complete when you look this short film. It's a three-minute video that will add our story. And after, we have a short conclusion. Thank you.